Like, if our relationship ends over this because I was just in the car with these dudes and What's good, JE fam?
Welcome back to another video, you guys. We're so happy to see you. Happy Thursday.
Oh!
So I'm gonna let Evan be the beautiful man to introduce what we're talking about today because he is the star of this show. So let him tell it.
So today is going to be a story time video about our very first argument. We've had some different people ask us, you know, what's our worst argument, things like that. And we might not get into that, but we're going to tell y'all what our very first argument was about.
And why?
Walk y'all through the story. So
why
basically,
baby. You need to set the stage. Why is our very first argument so like? Because it's
really
your fault. It was Evan's fault, and
look,
most of the time our arguments are Evan's fault, and I'm the one that just gotta be the bigger person because Evan. I'm just kidding. But before we dive into this video, make sure to 1, like, 2,
comment,
and then 3, subscribe. And if you really love us, you have to follow us because I think the big surprise is coming sooner than we think.
It's already going.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to get them hype.
So basically, y'all, so this is what happened. So I'm gonna use fake names just so it doesn't get confusing. So I have a friend named John and I have a friend named Anthony. Let's call him that name. And then Jory has a friend named Brittany and she has a friend named pick your name.
I'm gonna do the actual initials because I'm not gonna remember who's who. So I have a friend named Madison, and then I have another friend named Chia.
Yeah. So basically, y'all, it goes like this. All 6 of us, we were real good friends, right?
Well, we were all dating. Like
this is in high school.
Madison and who's?
John.
Madison and John were dating from the beginning. Like they have always dated. But me, Chia, and Madison were all on the cheer team. Like that's how we were all friends.
Yeah.
Since Madison and I almost said his name. And Madison and John were already dating when we were all started hanging out. Me and Evan started liking each other, and Chia and Anthony started liking.
Yeah, just kind of naturally, it just went like that. But look, so basically, y'all, we were hanging out a lot, y'all. Like we hang out a lot. And then well, once we got a little more serious in our relationships, like me and Jory were hanging out alone more, and each couple was kind of we used to hang out as a group, but each couple was kind of doing their own thing. So then Madison moved away because her parents in the military, right? So the dude that was dating her, John, he kind of felt like, dang, you know, since we were hanging out as much as a group, he wanted somebody to hang out with, you know what I mean? And of course that makes sense.
Also, sometimes me, Evan, and John would just hang out, all 3 of us. And me and Evan were good with our relationship to the point where when you hung out, if you hung out with me and Evan, you wouldn't be a third wheel. Like me and Evan aren't gonna be booed up. Like me and Evan aren't gonna be like sitting on each other's lap and making out.
But basically, y'all, so one night, John was like, you know, we should have a boys' night. We should hang out. You know, I could tell he was missing his girl a little bit, and and we weren't hanging out as a big group as much. So and plus, before we were even hanging out with all of them, it was us 3 guys. Like we would hang out a lot. So he was like, man, I'm trying to have a boys' night.
Boys.
Yeah, y'all should like a boys.
No girls on.
Yeah, he basically told Jory and Chia, weird name, but he told them like yeah, we having a boys' night. So like, you know what I'm saying? Because when he first asked if we could hang out, I'm thinking like it's all of us. But he said it's just gonna be a boys' night, right? So he kind of made that clear. Me and Anthony go over there, and then Jory and Chia just like they hanging out too separately, right?
Yes.
So basically, we having a boys' night. We over by his house, and honestly, we really didn't have nothing to do. Like, especially without our girls, like, we were kind of bored. We're like, what are we supposed to do? Like, we don't want to watch a movie. We don't want to. What?
And but what you say when you miss us, it was just like, you mean even hanging out as a group? Because it's like, me and Chia kind of make the plans. Like, we would all do stuff.
Yeah,
like,
we were bored. We didn't have nothing to do. So then this other girl hits him up, right? Like, this girl he had been friends with for a while.
John.
Yeah, so she hit him up, and she was over at her house. And before, I'm not gonna lie, so before like I started dating Jory and stuff, we used to be by this other girl house.
Yeah, they were thoughts. They like to hang around women.
No, Jory, we used to be by this other girl's house, right? So She like we were friends with her. She was real cool. It was just a friendship, like truly just a friendship. And so we went up.
That's what we said.
So basically, so he was like, man, so she wanted us to go over, and then so John was like asking me and Anthony, do y'all want to go over there? And at first we were kind of like, you know, we told the girls we were just gonna have a boys' night, but he was like, no, come on. Like he was kind of pushing us to do it, right? So I was like, okay, I'll do it, but I gotta let Jory know. Like I don't want her to just find out I'm having a boys' night and I'm by some girl's house, right? But so we go over there, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looked bad because it was 3 girls over there and then us 3. And it wasn't even like that. But I could see how it looked bad. So I let Jory know. I was like, cause I wasn't driving or anything. I was like, look, I'm kind of just in this situation. I was already in the car with them, so I let Jory know. Look, So I let Jory know, like, look, it wasn't my choice, but this is where we're going.
I wish I saw those messages.
Yeah, and so Jory's like.
At first, what did I say?
I think Jory just texted me back and was like, okay, or something. But me and Jory, like, I knew something was wrong because me and Jory, the way we texted, especially in the beginning of our relationship, we'd use a lot of emojis and
but
like.
You know what? I think
stuff.
The first time I was like, okay, baby. Like,
no, yeah, you were okay. You were like, okay, baby. And then out of nowhere, like, Jory started tripping. Like, the way she started texting me, I don't even remember exactly what she was saying, but she was tripping. And then, no, so we're over at their house and Jory texted me, like, doing the most, like, you know. Well, she had a right to, because I'd have been mad if I was in her shoes.
I'm about to say.
But she was texting me all this stuff, right? So I'm like, I told my friends, I'm like, look, we gotta go. Like I'll be honest with y'all.
This is your first fight. Like, this is our first.
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta go, cause look, like I gotta go talk to Jory. I gotta handle this, right? So.
That's what you told them.
Yeah. So we left.
What did the girls say?
I didn't say it in front of them. Oh. I was just like. I was just kind of giving the hint of like it's time to go, and then we were walking out. I'm like, look, I gotta go talk to Jory. So basically, I go talk to Jory, and she was
We tell him where we went.
Yeah, so we met at like the McDonald's parking lot.
Cause she texted me.
Yeah, cause Jory was so mad she didn't want to see me. She was like ready to be done with me, and I was like, Jory,
well, no,
you were. That's how you were texting. So I was like, no, Jory, meet me like somewhere. And she was like,
I was at Cheetah's house.
Yeah, so I was like, look, just meet me at McDonald's. And it's late at night, whatever. And I go, like, I get in the car with her, whatever, and I start talking to her. And
Emma was hurt.
Yeah, Jory was acting like, I'm thinking it's over. Like, I'm really thinking it's over. This is our first argument. I'm like, dang, like, I'm really messed up. But, like, it was like I messed up, but it wasn't, it's like I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking it's over. Like, I'm going through a lot. I'm trying to, like, tell Jory I'm sorry, you know, and stuff like that. And it's like Jory would not come around. She was being so hard on me. Like, she was like shut down. Like, she was barely saying anything. And then I don't know
you apologized. Like, you explained what happened.
Yeah.
Like, I had to, you know.
And then once I finally explained everything, Jory kind of like became understanding. And
we had like a heart to heart.
Yeah, we had like a heart to heart. You know, we were hugging each other and everything.
Yeah.
But Jory, it was weird for me too because Jory was never the jealous type. But that night was the first, like, Jory became like really jealous.
Cause tell them what John was saying and how John even brought up like, oh, our girls and well, your girls, but mine's not gonna be mad. Like, tell them like your side.
Oh yeah, he was kind of like, yeah.
Before y'all went over there, like, just tell them.
Oh, so when I was like, y'all sure, like, I feel like, you know, Jory and them might be kind of mad, and he was like, oh, my girl lets me do whatever I want, like, she won't be mad, whatever. So he was kind of saying that. And then
when you said we were about to leave, when you were to go see me, what did he say to you? Remember?
Oh, he was just like, good luck.
No, yeah, Evan told me, like, I don't know if you remember, but you told me.
Oh, he was telling me like, oh, it's probably over.
But he was like happy, like it wasn't like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry. It was kind of like, oh, like kind of like it was a setup.
Like manipulative in a way, yeah.
All right, my turn. I remember we hang out every single weekend. Like, it was summer. No, we were there every day. This was summertime. Like, we didn't have school, so I remember me and Chia. You know, we always hang out with them. And I was like, okay, we're probably gonna go on an adventure. What are we gonna do this weekend? And then I remember Evan was like, oh, John and Anthony want to have a boys' night, boys only. So I was like, okay, I get that. Like, I was like, all right, fine. Like, that really wasn't a big deal to me. But then, so I was like, okay, whatever. So me and Chia, we were cool. We were like, okay, well, we'll just have like a girls' night. Like, we get it. Sometimes, you know, they don't want girls around or whatever. You just want to be with your boys or whatever. So I went to Chia's house. Me and her just chilling. Me and her are so bored. We're like, dang, I'm kind of mad. Like, I wish you could have this. We're so bored. There's nothing to do. We just rolled around. We were so bored. So then I remember out of nowhere, Evan says, just want to let you know that we're going to so-and-so's house, this girl's house. And you know what? When he first told me, I kind of was like, wow, I'm so happy Evan's telling me this. Especially because Chia's boyfriend didn't really tell her. I don't know. It was like something weird. Like, he didn't really tell her, but whatever. But I think he kind of did tell her. So I was like, okay, well, at least Evan told me. I was just happy Evan told me. It was weird how I didn't really get affected by that at first. But then Chia was like, as me and Chia are riding around, we kind of start talking to each other. You know how girls like instigate. And she was like, that's weird how this is a boys' night, but now they about to go hang out with some girls. Oh! And when she said that, you know what, me? I think I was just dumb because when she said that, I said, wait a minute, you're right. She's right. I was like, wait. But I was like, whatever, Evan told me. But I was just like, it started not making sense. I was like, they emphasize boys only, like they don't want no girls, but then they about to go to some girl's house? And I didn't really know those girls, but I kind of did. So then but I was still okay. It was whatever. I was like, whatever. I already told Evan, whatever, it's fine. Like, Evan told me. And Evan was texting me, like, the whole time. Like, it wasn't like he stopped responding or whatever. I didn't really have trust issues with Evan because, like I said, me and Evan were like, I trusted Evan with everything. Like, I used to tell everybody, like, Evan could, like, walk in a room full of naked women and I wouldn't even blink an eye. Like, turn her head. Like, that's how, like, much trust I had with Evan, like, for real. But then Chia was like, but Jory, have you seen that one girl that's there? And I was like, who? Like, you know, she started putting stuff in my head. And I was like, so she showed me the picture of the girl. And I mean, the girl wasn't all that. But, you know, when you start thinking like, ooh, she right. She is pretty. She there? And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Wait. And then I started thinking one of the girls that was there, what's his name, John? John would flirt with and liked. So I said, I don't trust it. And John was kind of suspicious to me anyway. Like, me and Evan would have conversations about how grimy John was. So I was like, like my gears started winding. And I was like, wait a minute, nah. So it all started making sense. Like, why are you over there? Why is it 3 girls? And then I went on Snapchat and I see the room. So they're literally in a room, how me and Evan are in a room. Like, the 3 girls are on a bed, and then, like, Evan was on the chair. And I ain't like that. I ain't like the door was closed. Like, like, it's too much for me. Like, this ain't it. Because then I started thinking, if I was in a room with 3 other dudes, me and Chia were just like, wait, but if we would have told them, oh, we want to have a girls' night, and then go to some dudes' houses with 3 other guys, no. It just didn't make sense. When I seen it on Snapchat and how they were in the room, and then Anthony was kind of close to one of the girls. I said, this ain't it for me. I said, nah, playboy, y'all ain't about to play with me. Because I was the calm Jory. And honestly, being the only black girl in the group, y'all, all the black women out there, you don't want to be the crazy black girl. You don't want to be I'm a very, very, very calm person, and I am not confrontational at all. Like, people run over me because I'm not confrontational. Like, I know y'all probably think I'm very, like, feisty or whatever, but I'm really like a sweetheart, and I get walked over a lot because I don't like to confront. I've never been in a fight before, like physical altercation. I've never, ever. Like, if someone's doing me dirty, I'd rather just do it because I have anxiety with that. But I remember, so when I seen that Snapchat, and then Evan was kind of telling me about how sneaky Anthony and John was being, I said, So I texted Evan, I said, no. After I said, okay, baby, I texted and said, it's kind of funny how this was supposed to be a boys' night, but now y'all with 3 girls. And Evan was like, but I'm gonna have to admit, y'all, I knew it was a setup, and Evan's just really nice because Evan did everything right in terms of communicating with me. Like, he was texting me, like, I could tell it was genuine. Like, even though it was a messed up situation, and it's still just like, nah, like, he probably should have just been like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to hang out with these girls. Like, I want to hang out with my girl, you know what I mean? But you could tell Evan felt remorseful. Like, he didn't try to make any excuses. He didn't try to turn it on me. And like, before Evan, I was in like a bad relationship where the person would turn everything on you, be manipulative, be mean. Like, Evan from the get-go was like apologetic. So I was just like kind of shocked, like, oh. Because I wasn't used to a guy like owning up to something. Like, when something looked sneaky, it's because it was sneaky. And Evans like wasn't, like, he was very nice about it, but I was still pissed, like, like this, because I had Chia in my head, like, because her man's wasn't it, he wasn't nothing. He was the one actually doing dirt. So like, you know, as women, we fighting off each other. I'm like, and then they're doing this, and then John just did that because his girl ain't here, so and so, I'm pissed. It's already too late. But Evan was so nice. So then Evan was like, I was like, me and Evan are done. Because I was like, you know what? Evan's been cheating on me this whole time. I knew this looks, that's the one thing I'm not going to look stupid. Like, this is dumb. So I remember Evan was like, meet me, please, please, please. And I was like, okay, because he begging, you know, like, and I knew Evan was a nice guy, but whatever. So we meet in the parking lot of McDonald's. And Evan comes in my car. I had the door locked, and he tried to open it. I was like, he was like knocking, so I unlocked it. He gets in the car. He was like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. It's not what you think." And I was like, "Evan, do not make me look stupid. I just don't want to look stupid. Like, if you got something going on, do that. But like, if you didn't want to hang out with us, or if you trying to have your cake, eat it too, that's not what's gonna happen." And Evan was just like, "No, no, no." And then when Evan explained, like, look, I'm not the type of guy, like, I know I probably should have said this, but I really honestly truly didn't want to go. Like, I didn't have my car, like, they were like, let's just go, and I really don't really like those girls, and I promise you, like, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, okay, and then we started talking and communicating about John and how Grammy John is, and it just kind of like, I don't know, like, I was like, all right, Evan, like, I'm gonna give you another chance, but y'all, me and Evan, Gemma Vlogs almost didn't make it, because, no ma'am.
No.
But it's just crazy to me how at first I was okay with it. But then when Chia started telling me, I was like, wait a minute. Because, like, but that's how big trust is. Like, even if I didn't trust Evan, kind of, if we went through that, I would have been like, heck no, you're not going to no girl's house. Who? No. Why can't I go? If it was a girl house, why can't? And then, like, Evan was like, yo, but they were just asking me questions about you. And I'm just like, that's supposed to make me feel better? Girls do that all the time. But, like, that's just crazy how big, like, I trust Evan. Like, when you first told me that, I did not even like think twice, which is crazy. Especially like with my past, I had like trust issues. But then, you know, she got in my head because I was thinking, And then I remember John was like, oh, Joy, I heard you got upset. So and so and so. I'm thinking, you a snake. No, ma'am. Woo, I'm just getting here thinking about it. You know you was, But you know what's funny, y'all? Evan is he was the jealous type. Because if that was the other way around,
I'd have been mad. I'd have been.
What makes you think that was okay though? Because I was just so cool.
I did think it was okay.
But why did you keep doing it?
I was in the car. I didn't keep doing it.
Yeah, but they didn't put you in there. They didn't pull you in there.
We was in the car before. It wasn't like we made a decision at the house. We was in the car when the girl texted me.
You should have been like, bring me home. I'm not going to her house.
Okay, well.
Because y'all was in the room. It just looked so bad. It looked very bad. Like, you're lucky. I think God was on your side because that looked bad. You thought we were over.
I did. I was like, dang.
Evan was like crying. Like, he was like.
I wasn't crying now, but I was like.
Yes, you were. You were like, please. You were.
Yeah, but I wasn't physically crying. I was like trying to get you back. No, I was trying to get you back.
You had tears. You had tears in your eyes. You were like, meaning like you were just like, Tori, I don't want to lose you. Lying. So you didn't say that. Oh my gosh. So you didn't cry.
No.
You weren't boo-booing like, but you were like, you had tears, and you said you don't want to lose me.
Oh, probably.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that, but you was rude to me that night. You was very rude.
Okay, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how.
But no, I was like, dang, like if our relationship ends, like I'm thinking like this is my girl for real. I'm like, if our relationship ends over this because I was just in the car with these dudes and I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I was like, no, But yeah, that's the story of our first argument, y'all. So yeah, comment below if y'all have been mad, how y'all would have felt. So
they would have been mad.
Yeah, I mean, I see why Joy was mad. I'd have been mad if it was flipped, but
yo, if it was the other way around, this story wouldn't be big trouble because I would have killed somebody.
No, but thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next one.